You know it. That brings us to tonight's email question. Jurors are instructed to examine only the facts of the specific case that they're hearing and to put aside any previous impressions they might have of the defendant.
That can be a tall order when the person on trial is somebody famous. So here's what we're injured.
DUI checkpoints, you see them not only here in California, but also in other cities as a way to catch drunk drivers.
But some people in Pomona claim their checkpoints are targeting another group entirely. Christina Gonzalez and the...
She killed her baby girl by putting her in a microwave oven. Now, an Ohio woman will spend the rest of her life in prison.
I'm Rick Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez. According to the worst-case scenario, we may all have less than an hour to live.
But most scientists think that the world's biggest physics experiment, which begins at midnight, will not suck planet Earth into a black hole of oblivion. Hal Eisner, in Lancaster, the bodies of a mother and her 3 children found inside a burned-out home.
Now investigators are trying to figure out if this is, in fact, a case of murder. Christina Gonzalez. The eye of Hurricane Ike has finally cleared Cuba and is now in the Gulf of Mexico. Ike has weakened, but it still caused massive damage to one tiny island in the Bahamas. Gas prices are down, oil is plentiful, and cue the dramatic music because OPEC is about to rain on our parade.
And a narrow escape for a journalist in Baghdad. Those stories...
30% since July. It was a command performance, but not the kind a member of the famed Alvin Ailey dance troupe wanted to give. Good for eating all those hamburgers.
He likes it, and he's fine. Who cares?
Well, I agree, but it's still, I mean, that's a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
That's an understatement.
Okay, let's see. Should I spend time with the great-grandkids, or should I take a flying leap? Okay, think of your bed. I mean, you're probably in it right now, so that shouldn't be too hard. Now imagine it only half that size. Now imagine having to live, eat, sleep, everything in between, and die in that small space without ever being able to turn around. The fate of California's 20 million egg-laying hens is on the state's November ballot, but as business reporter Robert Gray explains, the industry itself may be at stake. It confirms what I said last week. Obama's campaign is in trouble and everyone knows it, but they are sweating marbles and now have hit the panic button. But this is a good thing. We now have more insight, as to what the real Obama is like. Mike in Long Beach. This news. A Long Beach neighborhood store has a really cherry name, the Happy Moms and Kids Nutrition Store.
But wipe that smile off your face. Police think the store was a front for selling crystal meth. Gina Silva.
How many more young crime victims have to die? In Santa Ana, a 13-year-old boy is shot and killed in what police are calling a gang-related attack.
The boy was walking with friends after school when they were confronted by the suspects. Gigi Grassi.
My 13 News.
The big bang is the popping of champagne bottles as scientists celebrate an atom smasher.
And Russian troops on the move out of Georgia.
It's disturbing. Oh, that's horrible. But you know what? To look on the bright side, she actually looks very pretty with short hair.
She does.
See,
I think she does. But yes. You're right. I mean, it's still shocking or disturbing.
He asked if it was real first. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Animal attraction has gone very high tech.